justice knocks, will you turn away or stand up and fight? These powerful words were said by Benjamin Lay, also known as the Quaker Comet and the greatest abolitionist you've probably never heard of.
But now you will, because his story is right here on stage in Pittsburgh. In fact, Daisy Jade is live at the Braddock Carnegie Library, where this forgotten revolutionary is being rediscovered. Hey, Daisy.
Hey guys, yes, what better way to rediscover a part of history than part of being inside of a library? And of course, you can see there's some renovations going on at this particular library, but this space is the gymnasium and has been transported by Quantum Theater into this beautiful space. As we know, Quantum Theater does a lot of their shows in really unique spaces, and this is where Benjamin Lay is going to be held this week. It opens on Friday, and I'm here with the main actor and the character, Benjamin Lay. We've got Mark. And Mark, it's so amazing. Thank you so much for coming here to Pittsburgh.
My pleasure.
I know you come from LA, so thank you for bringing your acting chops here to our city. And what's really cool is Quantum is known for, using these unique spaces, but this place in particular has such a great history. And how does it relate to Benjamin Lay?
Well, Benjamin Lay was such a disruptor, and he fought for the downtrodden. He fought for people who were underrepresented and were afflicted and abused. And coming to a place like Braddock that has had tough times and has been downtrodden in its own right, feels extra important, because these are the kind of people and this is the kind of place that Benjamin Lay would fight for if he were here today. Yeah,
and what's amazing is this is a one-man show, so you are technically playing multiple characters. As an actor, describe how that experience is like.
Well, it's a bit manic, I gotta say, but in this one, in this show, there are Benjamin Lay in real life met King George, even though he was basically a pauper himself. Benjamin Lay, he was much of a common working man. He worked on ships for 12 years as a sailor, but he met King George. He was friends with Benjamin Franklin. He knew Governor Richard Penn. And so those characters come into his realm when he's being transported back to today in this play.
Yeah, and what else is really neat is the Pittsburgh connection. So we were talking earlier about how the historian that helped to create it. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So Benjamin Lay was basically forgotten to history. He was the leading abolitionist in the world, essentially, in the early 1700s. And yet we never heard about him in school. And one of the reasons was because his radicalism and the way he presented his message was very displeasing to the books of history, which want a very clean retelling and characters that we can accept about how they got their message out, and Ben got his out in a radical way. Well, so he was forgotten until University of Pittsburgh historian Marcus Rediker rediscovered him in some of his studies and wrote a book about him called The Fearless Benjamin Lay. Yeah. And he met up with Naomi Wallace, an award-winning playwright, and together they wrote this masterpiece.
Yeah, and you are going to just give us a quick little line to inspire us all. Go ahead, take it away.
In your hearts you know the truth. I was here among you 300 years ago. Had you chosen differently then, before slavery and greed breathed its venom so deeply into our souls, we'd be living in another world now.
Wow. Well, it's so amazing, because I know this show is going to inspire all of us to make our own world a better place by learning from Benjamin Lay and what he did for us all back in the day. So thank you so much, Mark. And gosh, I'm so inspired. What about you guys? Be sure to come check it out while it is here at the Braddock Carnegie Library for Quantum Theater's Return of Benjamin Lay.
Thanks, Daisy. Yeah. I mean, I feel like we've learned something already.
Exactly.
We haven't even seen the performance yet.
And Quantum, we know, is so creative and so compelling,
stuff.
so that's got to be a thrilling production.
Quantum Theater's Return of Benjamin Lay will have its opening night this Friday. That performance is sold out, but the show runs through February 23rd, so you have a lot of chances to see it.
For more information and the link to tickets, just visit our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com. We'll have all the links for you there.